Hello community, I hope you're doing good. In this discussion we will see while we create any new model, right? So Odoo automatically create few fields. We will see those specific fields and what is the purpose, alright? And in case you missed previous discussion about what is the logger CLI commands and what is the purpose, please check, link is given in the description. If you want to learn more about Odoo, you can visit the Weblands channel. Under the home screen you can see Odoo 17 and 18 development tutorial. Right now we are working on this playlist. By the way, if you are a beginner and want to learn from the beginning, you can visit this playlist because this is the main playlist and those are the topic wise sub playlist available. Alright. And guys, if you didn't subscribe this channel, please subscribe. It will give you the latest upcoming sessions notification, and also it will motivate me to create such sessions. Alright. So let's say the first thing is we are not going to see today any CLI commands, right? Let's try to create a new model. Okay, here let me directly copy here like this, demo, let's say demo like this, right? Here you can see I didn't mention single any fields, right? You can see here. And now I'm going to upgrade this module. So first thing is I'm trying to upgrade this module using PyCharm configuration here, -u and the student, right? Apply and OK. And once I click to this button, it will automatically upgrade this module and it will also create a new model here in the database. Now here, if you don't know how to configure Odoo in PyCharm, please check editor level playlist. I already explained everything. And now here, let's go to here in the settings, in the technical. If you scroll down here, you can see database structure under this models, right? And here we can search school. Now you can see here this is created, right? And now if you scroll here, we didn't mention single fields, if you remember, right? You can see here, but Odoo automatically creates 6 different types of fields. The first one is the create date, create UID, then after display underscore name, then after ID, write underscore date, and write underscore UID. So basically here Odoo creates a 2 relational fields, right? One integer field and 2 date and time field and 1 character field, which is this display underscore name. What is the purpose of this the 6 different fields, right? And yeah, one more thing is if you see in the terminal, right, demo 18 underscore 18, oh sorry, Weblands Odoo 18, sorry, desk 18, right? And now if you see here demo underscore school, now you can see here carefully the physical columns created in the Postgres side is this one, only 5 fields. The ID as an integer, create UID as an integer, write UID as an integer, create date as a date and time, and write underscore date as a date and time, right? But if you compare here, you can see this extra 1 field is also created, which is display underscore name. Now let's go back to here in the terminal. Here, what is the purpose of the ID, right? So whenever you are try to create a new record in this specific demo.school, so what happen is ID automatically auto create 1 2 3 4 5, like this is the primary key, and it will automatically create a new ID, so which we don't need to manage. So that is the main purpose of the ID. Then after create UID and the write UID, which is integer, right? But this one is the relational field for that res underscore users model. You can see here the foreign key constraint. Okay, so you can see here this is the create UID and the write UID, you can see here, and which is reference with this res underscore users, and the reference is the ID of that specific table. So here what is the main purpose is, let's say you want to track like who created this record. So in that case, create underscore UID come to the picture. When this record is created, so this create underscore dat is come to the picture. Let's say today I created once the school, let's say ABC school. So what happened is it will automatically create a new ID. Okay, let's say 1. Then after who created, let's say me as a created and logged as a admin, the Michelle admin. So the whatsoever the Michelle admin ID is there in the res.users table, right? I mean this table. So let's say 1. So in that case, it will add here the 1 in that current timestamp, right? Let's say 14th December at morning 5 o'clock. I have created this record. So that log messages it will automatically add while we create the record. Okay. Then after the write UID, right? So who changed this particular record at last? Okay. So in that case, it will again store the same information here. Let's say at a 5 o'clock I have changed, at a 6 o'clock someone changes, let's say ABC, right? As a 10 o'clock someone will also again change. So the last one is the 10 o'clock, which is the, let's say, demo user. So demo user ID add here, and that demo user, that specific timestamp whenever the record is updated, so that time also updated here. Okay, and in between create and the last created record, in between whatever the user created, it will automatically replace these two fields. So that is the main purpose of the write UID and the write dat. And create UID and create dat never change, right? Because it's a first log, like who created this record. So that is the main purpose. And the write one is the, like, let's say the latest user, somehow any fields change, so by default it will automatically update here that user and that log date, sorry, the change date. Right now here one more thing is why this display underscore name field is created and why it is not available here in the physical database, right? So you have to remember one thing in Odoo: whenever the physical columns you can see here, right, that means those are the physical fields, the physical fields created by Odoo and plus created by the developer. You can see here those are the physical fields, right? But let's say some more fields available here in the front end, let's say in this case display underscore name, those we can consider as a virtual fields. So virtual field is not available in Postgres specific database, but it's available in the specific model, right? So by default, let's say compute relational field, I mean the related field types, right? Those are, you can consider as a virtual field, and virtual field it will automatically call, right, whenever that specific field we have to fetch. So then it will automatically compute the whatsoever the logic behind is available, it will display that specific name. So here this display underscore name, right? Let's talk about this part. So let's say if you see here, let me duplicate, let me go to the student, let me go to the, let's say, school list. Now you can see here we have a multiple 21 fields of schools available, right? Once I click to here, you can see this is called display name, right? You can see this name. Now once I will move to the new records, right? So you can see here in a breadcrumb, you can see that specific this records related name. So that means it's a display name. By the way, you can also change this name. Okay, we will see in a further session how we can also override this part, right? You can also add multiple fields in this display name, but as of now you have to consider this is the display underscore name field. So that means if that display underscore name field available in physically, like here, so that means it's a physical field, it's not, we cannot consider as a virtual field. Okay, so in a short way, here the field is available, but in the Postgres table is not available that specific field. That means it's a virtual field. Okay, and yeah, so that's the thing here. And now let's say if I'm trying to add here the name field, name equal to fields dot care, right? And let's say school name. and now I'm trying to upgrade the module. Okay, and now you can see here the process, right? And now once I will refresh the screen, this page, now you can see the name field is also available. So total 7 fields available here and 6 fields available here in the terminal. Now you can see here the name field is also available, right? And the rest you can see these 4 fields, sorry, the 5 fields, and this is the 6th field. So this is the physical field, right? You can see here. And by the way, you can see here, so this is the compute field, right? If we didn't mention store equal to true, right, the compute field, so that means this is the, now again it's a physical field available in the database side. If we didn't provide store equal to true for the compute or the related field, that means those fields is the virtual fields, it's not available in the Postgres table. So yeah, that's the basic info related this fields information. Okay, Odoo automatically manage some fields which we don't need to worry about. So those are the 6 fields, right, as we discussed. Yeah, 1 is the virtual field and 5 is the physical fields, right? If you have any doubt related to this topic, please comment below, and see you in our next session. And our next session is very interesting. If you see this class name, right, the name, whatever the name we are provided here, the same name automatically created as a table in the Postgres, right? You can also change this name in the Postgres as well as in the model level. How we can change, we will see in our next session.